G'day guys, Cam here at the Battler Workshop. I'm going to do a breakout video today showing or highlighting this little diamond turning tool that I use. I did a review of this some time ago in one of the slaughter videos and it sort of got a little bit hidden, but I've had an awful lot of interest and a lot of questions about this, so I thought I'd do it as a standalone video and you can have a bit of a look about how this works. And I've had quite a few blokes actually make the diamond tool from the description. These are no longer available, unfortunately. The guy was from a company called Williams Tools up in Keilor, which is up in Melbourne, just up from where I live. And unfortunately, as I said, he doesn't make them, but he had a suite of these. That's the big one. He had the medium size and he had a small size for the mini lathes, and it was a great range of tools that he had. But as I said, unfortunately, he's not making them anymore. But have a look at the description, and if you want to have a go, make one up yourself. Alright guys, we'll catch you soon. Hi guys. I've had a couple of requests from viewers asking questions about this little universal lathe tool that I use, and it's a tool that I probably do 90% of my turning with. It's very universal and very adaptable. I purchased this on eBay from a company called Williams, which are up in Deer Park, which is about 2 hours away from me. As I said, about 5 years ago. They're now out of business and no longer making these. He was selling on eBay. I think it cost around about $65 to buy that with a couple of tips in it. So, incredible value. He was manufacturing these for the mini lathes. And he was also manufacturing these for my size lathes. And he was also doing for much larger lathes. This actually fits in my lathe and I use this for real heavy stuff. It's a fairly simple concept, and I was concerned when I first purchased it about what the rigidity was going to be like, given the fact that the way that this head is actually held into place. But when I did get it first, I gave it some pretty nasty intermittent cutting on some chrome moly steel with a keyway in it, and it just ripped through it without an issue. So my concerns about rigidity were allayed with the tool. Still got to be careful with my setup on the actual tool post itself, but as far as the tool went, absolutely wrapped with it. With this tool, we have a locking mechanism in the back here. I'll show you this one here. This is one that I purchased 12 months after I bought this one. He was no longer making them, but he was able to put together one to actually get parts, so that from the parts that he had, he was able to make up a complete one, bar the locking screw at the back. But basically what it's got is a long dowel pin down inside. That fits down inside there. The head is very simple. I hope you can see that. Just a spigot on the bottom of the head that fits inside a mating hole. Sits inside. The dowel goes up inside. The screw goes up behind it and locks the pivoting pin in place. And look, as far as being universal goes, I can do your standard right hand turning, I can do left hand turning, I can run my lathe in reverse and do counterboring up to 6mm. I can also do facing, and I've actually used it, I sit it in the middle there when I'm doing roughing out of heavy threads. Rip it out with this and then come in with a high-speed seal bit afterwards. So the head comes out quite easily. Not much to the base, it's just designed, machined back so that it can fit into the tool post. It's fairly simplistic. It's just got a hardened square-headed bolt on it. Fairly long one, obviously. Up inside there we see the dowel. So I reckon it's a fantastic tool. I don't think he sold many of them. Obviously something new, people might have shied away from it, and he didn't sell a great deal of them. Obviously something people might be a bit dubious with something new, particularly like this, and think, yeah, it's not going to work, but I tell you what, it's fantastic. With the dual head, you can set up two different radius tips on it. So I run a 0.8 in one side, and I run a 0.4mm radius in the other side. So these are the DCNT type inserts. These are the 07s, the smaller ones. They're the bigger ones, obviously. And this thing here is just absolutely rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's only 4 parts to it. Very, very simple design. So wouldn't be that hard to make one up if you had to. Would not be that hard at all. So, but as I said, I've been running this for 5 years now, and it's copped an absolute hammering, and yeah, it's as rock solid as the day I bought it. So, all right, I hope that's given you guys a little bit of something to have a look at. Maybe get some ideas going on that particular tool. But as I said, for me, it's an absolute winner. All right, guys, we'll get back to the machining.